Hi, my name is Marilyn, and this is Eric, and we're the Calac Shelfies.
And today we're talking about Ark Nova. A big game in a big box. And I mean a huge game. Like
It takes up a lot of space.
I've played bigger for sure, but it takes up a lot of space. Like playing this at home at a kitchen table wouldn't be easy.
No, I almost think we have to play it here.
Yeah, well maybe for two. But let's do a small overview so you can see what it's about. And we'll come back with our thoughts about it. So on your turn, you will do one of the following 5 actions here. You have animals, build, sponsors, association, cards. And you see there's numbers up here, and that's the strength of it. So you see if I do the cards here on 5, I will draw 3 cards. Discard 1 or snap. And if I had done it on 1, I would draw 1 card and discard 1 card, because that means I would probably have to discard a card from my hand, but that's details. Once you've done it, you pull it down, you move the other up, and that's your turn. Of course, what you do is quite different each time. See if you support one of those projects here. You will take a thing from here and put here. And that means every time you break, you will get 5 coins, but also you will get 5 of these types of points here, and so on and so on. If you build, you will put different things down here in your zoo. You can also go with this guy over to things, and you will unlock more as time goes by. You can also put down tokens here. You see there's places to fill up things. And the cards are double-sided, so you can upgrade the cards, and the other side is of course better. The card play itself is easy. You will try to build a small little engine out of different animals. Here it says how big an area they need, how much they cost, and here what they do when you play them. You gain any 1 card from the display, and then you get 4 points of those types. The alpaca is different. So play a research card, taking one of your cubes to put down on it. You have sponsorship cards. You see this one is a 6, so you will need to be 5, but if you flip over the sponsor card, you see it's X plus 1, so if you're on a 5, that's a 6, and then you can play this card with a 6 strength. Had it been a 3 strength or 4 strength, I could play it straight from there, and so forth. I mean, this is not the complete how to play, just a small overview. As you can see, the game board is quite long. You'll need a large table, but you will basically start out here with 3 things. Here, and see this side is those types of points. So when you get those types of points, you move up here, they are harder to get. This side is these types of points, and they're easier to get. And you'll move up, and this is just your reputation of your zoo, and you'll move down and unlock different things. And when you start getting here, things are getting interesting, because when your points here and your points down there are in the same area, that's the last round. Then it's time to everyone do one last turn, but except the one who triggered it. You do your end scoring, and you will go this way on that track and this way on that track. And then you take the points here that I am here, 65, with the lowest here, 46. So 65 minus 46, and that's my total points. So yes, you can end with negative points in this game, and it's very, very rewarding and fun. Well, that's a small, quick overview.
Ark Nova is a really cool game where you're building your own zoo. You are associating with other zoos and universities.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play your card as we showed, like with the action things, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
like the different strengths and you use it. That's a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah.
Except when you get really, really just dumped on and can't do anything but take an X. I mean, sometimes you want to take an X because you want to trigger things like in certain ways or something.
Yeah. I don't know, we played it once last weekend, and I think we both kind of were like,
Well, we played it several times last weekend, but
Yeah, but after the first one, we were like,
hated its guts. No, I didn't. It made me
But
angry.
then after that, we probably have now played it 12 times, or I have 12, and Eric's played it 10 times since last weekend. So there's something to it for sure.
There's something to it for sure. And there's something to it for sure at 2 players.
Yes. We thought the smaller player count actually is a little more fun in this game.
Yeah. Because in a 4-player game, they take that can just, okay, you're not going to have any fun for 2 hours.
It didn't bother me as much as it bothered Eric. But
No, like, oh, I'm going to sit there for 2 hours and lose because I cannot win any longer.
But it can take a long time in between turns also, and that's the game. I think the game time we averaged with 2 players about an hour and a half, and with 4 players was it 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours after, not the first time, but
The first time was 5 hours.
once we got it done, it was 5 hours. But no, it's really fun to like, because there's so many cards and they're all different. So you never know. You can't like sit down and say, oh, today I'm gonna do this again, because you don't know if you're getting those cards.
Right.
You have to draw cards and do something with the cards you get.
Right.
And sometimes that's really like pulling teeth. Not in the good Cliff Burton way, but like in the horrible way at the dentist office.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it is like that. Someone has like an engine going and you're like, nothing here matches. But you can still sort of keep up with your crap cards. Like, this game infuriates me. That's not a bad thing. I like to be angry sometimes when I play games. Wingspan is the same.
Yeah. But you even have to build your zoo too. It's not like it comes pre-ready, so you can't just put animals in it.
No, like you put out those tiles and sometimes you fill up. Like you have been really big on the last few times to get your 7 points for filling up every tile.
Yep.
And
I win a lot of games without doing that as well.
I won 1 game without hardly playing out anything. Because I think I mostly use like sponsors and things like that. So no, I mean there's so many ways, different ways to do it, and it's fun.
It's quite fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, we have played with all 8 different player mats now,
Right, yes.
like the one with the variable powers. No, come eat. So we have played with all 8 player boards now, the one with different like player powers.
Right.
And I don't know if some are better than others. It feels like some are better than others, to be honest. But maybe they aren't, because I don't know if you win or not.
I don't know.
But like when I played once and didn't like hardly build anything in the zoo, was when I had the one where I could play sponsors like one earlier after I covered up the Hollywood Hills, maybe.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Because then I had like, I covered up those and then just played sponsors the whole time, because I had that, I had upgraded my sponsors, I could play play them quite early.
This was my first purchase into the zoo.
He's not gonna make for a good, nobody's gonna come watch him. I won this game already.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, is that a hint that we've been going on for too long?
Probably so.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you start your game with 2 scoring cards that somewhere along the way you have to pick which one. So you don't have to pick right at the beginning.
I always pick right at the beginning.
Oh, you kind of have it in your head which one you want to go for, but you might change along
Well,
the way.
one is usually like, this is impossible to get. Another one is usually, this is almost impossible to get. And then you go with the almost impossible to get.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know how many, but like there's an elephant that lets you draw 2 new scoring cards and keep 1.
Right.
it felt like that was really powerful.
That is super powerful. I've
Because
seen that you use
because
it
when we
once
played it today,
someone else
I used it, and I got both of them pretty high. So that like just steamed away with the points.
Right.
But,
But it costs a lot. I mean, it's not an easy card to play. Not from the beginning. If it came up at the beginning of the game, it's pretty hard.
no, then it's impossible because you have an upgraded animal card even to play it. But,
Right. Yeah.
but still. But I mean, it's super popular, so I guess it's balanced. I just like to hate on games because they
I
make
think
me
that if
angry.
we look at
And people like, you shouldn't be angry when you play games. When I played football, I was really angry, and that was a good thing. And it's the same thing in Ark Nova. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Do you have anything to add?
No, I just think it is a really great game. So if you get a chance to play it, definitely do that.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So long.
Bye-bye.
No,
So that-
this is the review.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I have
Just
to
cut
edit
that
this
out.
out. Fix it in post-production.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
now I don't know.